Often, when it's not our heart that's broken, it's so easy to walk away from a situation, to not recognize that we've hurt somebody, to not recognize we might have caused heartbreak. So it's an opportunity to grow on that level, to be able to really go back to look at the times when we may have caused it, but also to look at the feeling, because it is when we feel that we are truly alive. Because really, what's the human experience is, it is to really, really live. That is what really being human is about. The idea that we should go through life without disappointment, without heartbreak, is absolutely irrelevant. The idea that we should switch off to our pain, to compartmentalize it, to push it aside, is what is causing the deeper collective heartbreak we're experiencing. Because we are here to experience a whole range of emotions. We are here to live our lives fully. However, we've been conditioned by society to think that we should only be a particular way. We should always be happy, optimistic, that we should always be successful, that our relationship should always be harmonious, beautiful, perfect, without upset, without complexities. And it's just not true. Being complex is what makes us human. We are multifaceted, we are multidimensional, and therefore, when we are able to go to this part of ourselves, to live, to embrace this wholeheartedly, only then will you find the sacredness in the experience of heartbreak, heartache, and disappointment. When you are able to say to yourself, it's okay to really, truly be me, and to feel what I'm feeling, to be able to cry, to be vulnerable, but most importantly, to let down the guard, the protection that keeps us locked in our own pain. Only then can we experience the sacredness in who we really are. Because when our hearts break, chances are that whatever happened, it has broken through multiple walls, multiple barriers that we've put up over the years to protect ourselves. And so when our hearts finally gets to a point where it breaks, it's amazing because those walls have to come down, the guard comes down. It gives us an opportunity to break free from those protections that are actually imprisoning us, giving us the opportunity to now be open, the opportunity to be vulnerable, the opportunity to be real. And there is nothing to say that we are more love, more real, more vulnerable, being open, being honest, being able to break down, being able to reach out to say somebody, to say I need support, I need help. There is nothing more that says that we are loved than when we are able to be human, to be able to say, I don't know how to do this by myself, that I need help with what I'm going through. I need support. I need to be held. Because that's the beauty of heartbreak. The beauty in heartbreak is that we start reaching out to other people in ways that we would maybe never have done before. Or it certainly gives us that opportunity to do so. When we allow that guard to come down, the most beautiful things happen. And that is that the heart opens up to infinite possibilities. When our heart breaks open, something new enters a space where there was protection, where there was a way of being, a mask that told us, this is who I am, this is how I have to show up, this is where I'm going to be in love, in relationships, in my life. And when that guard comes down, suddenly that vulnerability, that openness allows something new to be able to penetrate this space. And that something new is your choice. So in that moment, you get to choose who you want to be. You get to choose the aspect of you that believed in fear, the aspect of you that believed in separation, the aspect of you that didn't understand the truth of who you were, or what love was. You in that moment get to choose what love is going to mean to you going forward. And there is nothing more beautiful in this world than being able to have the opportunity. So for those of you who may currently be going through heartbreak, for those of you who may have recently gone through it, but for those of you who don't know quite what to do with where you have experienced heartbreak, this is my invitation to you to say this is your choice, to decide what love is going to mean to you, the aspects of love you're willing to let go of, the aspects of love that weren't real, the aspects of love that said you have to be a particular way, you can't be yourself. The aspects of love that said you are not really worthy unless you're doing something, unless you're being somebody, unless you're showing up in a particular way. The opportunity to say, it's time to heal old wounds that I didn't even know I had. Because when we experience heartbreak, all of a sudden we feel those feelings. We find ourselves faced with a situation where we're trying to understand those feelings, but those feelings, I can promise you, are not new. They may feel new to you. They may sound new when you talk about it. You may think, I've never felt this way before, and yet I can guarantee you that you have had a lot of experiences that are held in your unconscious mind. A lot of experiences are very deep in our hearts. A lot of our experiences may not even be ours. They may be what we inherited from our parents, from our families, from society, from our ancestors, as I've said before. And so in that moment, you get to have a choice to say, I'm going to let go of all of those things because they are not me. That might have been my dad's experience, or my mum's experience, or my brothers, or my sisters, or society in which I grew up in. It might have been my friends, might be cultural. But you know what? Now I get to choose who I am going to be, what love is going to mean to me.